Hi everyone. Here for a little Queer Church Friday. We are ending a week and also very much in the pull of a full moon in Aries, which I'm going to talk a lot about today. We have already, thanks so much, have the pull, the feel of the full moon that's coming on Monday. It's in Aries, which I truly feel like is a sign of generosity from the cosmos and the universe. We've been in eclipse season. This is the first full moon since August. So we've had this time where we're sort of in the depths, where we're in the murk, where eclipse season, again, I call like snow globe time, big transitions, big emotions, but not really action, not really making sure of what to do with all of these things and all of these feels. And I think we've seen that eclipse season, probably felt it in our bones. We're seeing it in our world. We're seeing it in our communities, and maybe even in our friendships. This is big transition times. And the first time that we get a clear full moon, it's in Aries, the sign of action, the sign of I am. So I'll talk more about that, but I want to just kind of tap into that energy. And before we get started, take a minute to release the things we're holding from eclipse season, to release the anxiety that perhaps comes up when we can't control our transitions, our world, anything we're holding. So go ahead and take a moment, and we'll start with just some deep breaths, some moments of arrival, some gratitude perhaps to yourself for carving out a little time to just reset energetically, physically, spiritually. And today we're going to focus on release. I want you or invite you to imagine some type of chute, some type of drain, some type of slide going down. And maybe that connects to your root chakra, the base of your seat, a little home in our bodies for safety and security, which we really need during this time and in transition times and times of big energy. Maybe you just connect it to your body. Maybe you connect it to your heart, wherever you're feeling the most tension, the most heaviness, the most weight. Let's create some slides, some chutes down all the way to the earth. Take a moment and really solidify that connection. And then maybe with your breath, feeling that tension, and as you breathe out, letting it go, letting it flow down and back to the earth underneath that can take it. It's all just energy, moving it around, redistributing it, sending worries we don't need, that we can't hold, back down. And just take a moment to imagine your spine. Focus for a minute on every little collagen soft squish between your bones and light them up. Send some fairy dust, send some energy, send some calm to this area, and reset and reconnect your nervous system. Sending gratitude there for your spine, for holding us up in our bodies, and releasing, blasting away, letting flow down, back to the earth, anything holding, anything tense, any fears, things we don't need. All right, and you can continue that, maybe breathing, releasing, flowing, and I'm gonna move on to our reading for today, which comes from Buddha Wisdom. I pulled a card for us, Shakti Power. And the card I pulled is Durga, the warrior goddess. I mean, Aries energy or what. I feel like this could be, this is very connected to the moon that's coming up. Perhaps if you have a deity practice, you might bring Durga, the warrior goddess, into your work this weekend, especially. Her mantra is become a warrior to dispel the darkness. And I really feel that's the invitation we all have this weekend and next week with this moon on Monday to dispel the darkness inside, in community, weighing us down, to take action. Aries, again, is action. So I'm going to read a little bit about Durga, dispeller of darkness, and you might continue your grounding, your settling, your releasing, maybe melting your mind, or maybe just enjoy being read to. Let whatever comes up stick, that works, and whatever doesn't, float away. Durga, the warrior goddess. There's a Hindu legend that goes like this. A long time ago, there was a demon loose in the world. None of the gods could conquer this meddlesome being, and so they got together to create a creature that would have all of their attributes and fighting skills to set the monster and kill it once and for all. Wouldn't that be nice? They agreed it should be stronger than the tallest mountain, fiercer than the fiery winds at a rage in a forest fire, more clever than the smartest sage, and with the perseverance of a snail set to crawl across the forest floor. I love all of that imagery because they're drawing from the natural world. What are they wanting to be? What are they wanting to find? And you might think about that this weekend as you prepare for the moon. What natural elements, animals are inspiring you to take action? They created Durga and gave her all of their weaponry, and she destroyed the demon. Devotees of Durga invoke her for protection against negative psychic forces, entities from lower realms, gossip and maliciousness, be it from others or from our own dark side. And I will add this doom scrolling and staying in fear and staying small and isolating ourselves from each other. She is red, the color of the root chakra, which governs survival. So maybe you'll play with red this weekend and leading up. Maybe you'll play with your own warrior. But I wanted to offer that into the space. And so let's talk about the moon. Monday, October 6th, 8:48 p.m. So Monday's maybe not everyone's favorite day, but we get this reset energetically at night. So by the time you wake up Tuesday, fresh start, full pull. All of the shifts from eclipse season, I feel like, really can come together at this time. Again, Aries is the first sign. It's bold. It's meant to be a leader. It is impulse. It is act now, think later. We don't often get that permission, especially now we live in social media time where everyone is keeping score of everything that's been said and every way it's been said and circling back. And this is a time to just act, just trust, just leap, just do. I like to think of the full moon in Aries as a firework, as a spark. So I'm going to share some reflection questions that might be useful to you as you prepare this weekend for the full moons. And if you're not following the moon, it's all right. This is always a good time to think and reflect on our goals. The full moon in Aries wants us to act on our priorities. Again, over eclipse season or over September, or the change in the seasons might have shifted some things for you, or have you be thinking we're entering fall, we're entering the close of 2025. I almost said 24. 2025, the close, the end, beginning the darkness. What does that mean? How has that shifted? And what has that revealed about your priorities? And are your actions matching that? Right? We can say we have these priorities. When it comes down to it, what are we doing? Are we doing something? Aries is great for a reset and action. It's also Libra season. Libra, again, is a mental realm, head led sign represented by the scale. So there's a desire for balance naturally that's pulling us all, regardless of where you have Libra in your chart. And the full moon in Aries falls at this time under this sun sign. So even though it's action directing us towards balance. Maybe this weekend you want to reflect on what you need to create balance, knowing that action is coming up. So these are the questions I have, and I did a post about these if you want to see them written out. But I'm going to say them and give you a moment to mull them, see where they sit, see what lights up, and maybe imagine just what comes first to mind when you hear. What fell away and emerged during eclipse season for me? What fell away and what emerged in the last month or during September? What is my priority right now? Name it. Say it, especially on Monday. Where is my energy going that isn't flowing back to me? When am I sending out and putting in energy and it's just not coming back? That can be work, that can be relationships, that can be work relationships, that can be routine, self-care. What are you putting into? That's just taking. And finally, what immediate changes can I take to focus on my goals? How do I realign what I say is my priority with how my actions are? So let's take a moment before we pull a card and close and just hold those ideas and also just send a spark out for guidance. Send out some information, send out some pull and some light to say, I am thinking about my priorities. I do want clarity. I do want my priorities to align my action. And if my guides, my ancestors, the cosmos, nature themselves, if anyone has ways to weigh in to guide or support my reflections this weekend and my intentions on Monday with this full moon, let it be known. Let it be said. Let it come to me. And I'll just say also an offering that I always try to keep in mind when making my own action plan for full moons or moon magic, to always add or something greater. This is my goal, this is my priority, this is what I want, or something greater, something better, or something more aligned. We don't always know. Sometimes we can get very fixated in what we think the thing is, and we're not getting it because our guides are saying there's something else. So maybe we hold that asterisk, maybe you add that in. If you would like some more, again, resources on the full moon, I made a post about it. If you want to get the manifestation ritual, please join my Patreon and support this work. And if you want to work with me in Oakland on this full moon on Tuesday, we will be at ground floor to do ritual together on this lunation. Otherwise, thanks for being here. Send a little more gratitude to yourself. Send a little more shine and release. One more check-in with your nervous system, with your spine. And go ahead and we'll just send our energy this way. We'll just call in collective energy for this pull. What do we need to know? Oh my gosh, So, Aries full moon. This is the Queen of Wands. This is the ruler of action, transition, and change. This is stepping into the rulership. The stars in the cosmos, I love following astrology because there are times when we push, there are times when we sit, and we've been on the bench for a bit. Now is the time, Monday especially, leading up, um, to be the ruler, to wave your wand, to go for it, to act now, think later. I'm glad to be in a world where all of your actions towards your goals are rippling out towards me, towards the community, towards the world. We really need it. Thank you so much, and sending you so much full moon Aries fire joy.